Welcome back to episode 2, The Path of Authenticity, Living the Fire of Truth. You've heard it before, just be yourself. But what if you've been told your whole life that who you are isn't enough, or worse, too much? Authenticity is not about performance. It is resonance, alignment, wholeness. It's not about creating a self. It's about burning away everything that isn't you. Authenticity is love embodied. It is love applied, real, lived, undeniable. Not abstract, not bypassed, not filtered. In these times of convergence, authenticity is the fire that purifies. Lies cannot survive it. Illusion cannot enter. Those who approach with ego burn. Those who approach with truth rise. This is why authenticity feels so dangerous, and why it is the most liberating force of all. Think about it. The times you felt the heaviest were not when you lacked love, but when you betrayed your own truth. The moments of peace came not from approval, but from alignment with yourself. Even science echoes this. Dr. David Hawkins, in Power versus Force, showed that when we are out of alignment with truth, our energy field collapses. But when we embody authenticity, our body calibrates to higher states of coherence, of resilience, clarity, and even strength. This is why authenticity is your birthright. It is divine intention that you be unique, that you live as the exact frequency you came here to embody. If this hits home, like this video and share it. Someone in your circle is ready to hear this too. Authenticity is the fire of truth. It burns away distortion, leaving only essence. And right now, in these epic times of Great Convergence, you can feel it. The pressure, the pull, the intensity that squeezes out everything that doesn't belong. When you stubbornly feed the old identities, old expectations, dying loyalties, false performances, it grows unbearable. That's when you know that the ego is in its death throes. It has served its purpose, but it cannot drive the vehicle of your awakening. This discomfort is not punishment, it is the signal. It is the convergence at work. You are being asked to participate willingly, consciously, for your highest good. I choose to walk through the portal, not crawl. And you can too. What you are feeling right now has been mapped before. In the ancient language of alchemy, this is Nigredo, the blackening, the dissolution phase. It's when everything false begins to dissolve. The ego resists, the pressure intensifies, and it feels like death itself. But this is not the end. It is the beginning. It is an initiatory process, and even nature reveals the same truth. The caterpillar cannot become a butterfly without dissolution. Inside the chrysalis, it breaks down into undifferentiated cells. Nothing of the old form survives untransmuted. And yet, from that dissolution, something radiant emerges. So it is with us. As Nigredo dissolves, Rubedo, the reddening, the integration, is already underway. The fire purifies, the essence integrates, the new is born. This is also the time when you truly learn self-love, when you are asked to choose again your well-being or appearances, your sovereignty or the mask. Will you betray yourself yet again? Or will you choose self-love this time? And let me share a pattern I've noticed. Whenever I set the intention to do something truly transformative, to leap, to grow, to embody more of who I am, I've faced extraordinary, almost otherworldly opposition, as if life itself asked, "Do you really mean this? Is this real? Or just fleeting desperation?" Those were tests. Moments where my soul had to choose between life and death, between the extension of my fire and the ignition of my true will. And in those moments, I pulled my A game. I tapped into hidden reserves I didn't even know existed until now. Because these times, this great convergence is the arena where all of us are invited to step into that same power. Self-love in action, divine agency, sovereign authority. This is what it means to walk through the portal willingly, to burn clean and rise higher than ever. To walk this path, you must also develop your inner warrior spirit. Be ruthless with anything that violates your boundaries. Be uncompromising with self-sabotage. Be fierce in recognizing the resurgence of old patterns. And know this, you are not only facing your inner conflicts, there are also outside forces, nefarious currents, principalities that feed on distortion, fear, and fragmentation. They have everything to lose. Their power depends on your disconnection, on your forgetting who you are. So no, you're not losing it. Or maybe you are losing all that does not serve, shedding illusions, burning masks. And in that process, you are gaining everything: your true self, your natural senses, your essence reborn. Even science recognizes cycles of convergence. The Earth itself is moving through a 26,000-year precessional reset, a cosmic breath cycle. Ancient civilizations aligned their monuments to this very moment. And now, here we are, one decision away, one last drop of awareness away from a total reset, a new operating system for humanity. We are the architect of New Earth. Let's implement the divine blueprint together. This is both a great completion and a great beginning. And yes, birth comes with growing pains, but birth also comes with life. So pause with me now. Ask yourself, where am I still performing? Where am I still betraying my truth just to belong? What would happen if I stopped? What would happen if I lived fully as the fire I am? Drop your answer in the comments below, because your truth might ignite someone else's. You are not separate. You are not lacking. You are not broken. You are whole. You are fire. You are truth. Still fire 1111. The fire rises. The frequency calls. Enter at your own shift.